what's going on? 304 EVs, a little different content today. We're live on video, and behind me here, we've got a Porsche Taycan. I believe this is a 4S trim, owned by our friend Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, for letting us use the car. Anyways, we're kind of go over a few features and things that we like, a couple quirks and things that you may like, and then overall just kind of show you what it can do, and the inside and out, and the frunk that it does have, and a couple things like that. All right, first thing we're gonna go over, the frunk, my favorite part. If you get up in here and take a look at the key, so here on the key, also it looks like a little Porsche. We have unlock, lock, the frunk, which you may not see on your key fob at home, and then the trunk. And it's a really cool way to open it. So you get up here, there's a sensor along the front bumper, and you take your hand with the key in hand or on your pocket or whatever, and you run along here and it pops open. And then you have storage space up front. So all you see under here versus a gasoline car, we've got windshield wiper fluid and a little bit of, I guess, coolant. But here, this is the charger that comes with the car. It's in a little suitcase, but it kind of gives us a good idea of depth here. So if I take my hand about down to my elbow, we got some nice storage up front. So you fit this down in here, and then if you take that out, for instance, did a bag on an overnight trip or whatever, pretty easy, pretty cool. All right, so price on the Taycan, you can get them base, start about 80 grand. This one's a 4S model. These start about 104. This one in particular, options, the way it is with upgraded wheels and brakes, the upgraded mirrors here that fold in when it's locked, it runs about 130. So Porsche-like fashion, you can upgrade it. All the options are separate, at about 30 grand to the base price. But to get what you want, that's what you got to do. This is a full four-door sedan, though it is sporty. So it does have a trunk, pretty usable trunk too. So it's power. We'll lift it up here for you. As you can see, it's got some stuff in it already, and there is still plenty of room left. And then this will lift up down here if you want to get in on this. To fit, in this instance, we have the adapter for charging. But a little bit of underneath storage there, as well as just the normal trunk with some pockets on either side, so cleaning equipment and stuff like that as pictured here. But it goes up in there pretty good ways. And then up here at the top, we have the power buttons. So I can lower it back down, push of a button, and we'll see it lock back in place. All right, so the suspension on this car is able to be adjusted. Right now we're at the lowest setting, so we'll go ahead and raise it up here for you. And the car will actually lift upwards. How does that look? Pretty cool. All right, so inside the cabin here, got our Porsche steering wheel. Sitting behind it, we've got a full digital display, something you won't see in, say, a Model S at a similar price. So we've got our instrument cluster here, full display. Down here in the middle, we've got our infotainment screen, followed by another one for climate control and some other options to get the settings and so on. We can do all that down here. That will control up here on the top. The shifter is right here, toggle it up and down. Down here in the console, we got a cup holder, 2 cup holders, and then some storage space down here. We got full power seats in this model. They're leather, heated and ventilated. Yeah, pretty cool interior, very nice fit and finish. Up top on this one, we do not have a glass roof. It is an option, but in this specific car, it was not included. But you can get this full glass and get that nice visibility out the top. Underneath here as well, see my hand come all the way through. We got some more space because there is no engine, there's no need for a gear tunnel. So we got some space down here. And yeah, really comfortable seating, nice location for everything. Everything is within reach of the driver. Yeah. All right, back seat. Now it is a Porsche, which may give you the idea that it's small. I am 5'8". I got plenty of leg room back here, as well as headroom. I mean, I got plenty of clearance up here. Like I can lean back and forth. I don't hit my head. Here in the middle, we have a little tray. Conveniently have my sunglasses here. Pull down the middle. We got 2 cup holders. We'd also have climate control coming in back here. We got some vents. But like I said, plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom. It's nice and spacious. really good for a daily driver, actually. That's what this one's being used for currently. He drives this every day. So if you got four doors, you got 2 seats back here. This middle is actually not a seat where it's got this tray. And funny enough, being an electric car, we usually don't see this, but there is a gear tunnel. So there is some little bit of a hindrance here across the floorboard. You can't go completely across like a lot of EVs where you can lay in the floorboard. But then underneath here, we do have a couple USB-C ports for charging. There's a small tray here, right here for a phone or something like that. But otherwise, a lot of space. Got cubbies in the doors, nice handles, power windows everywhere, a little bit of lighting up above. But pretty typical back seat overall. But like I said, this can be used as a daily driver. It is a Porsche, but it's not a little coupe that's really small and limited on what you can get. Like, you can get all these options, and it's nice and comfortable.
The actual full horsepower. This is, I'm going to forward here a second. This is kind of what it feels like. No, from 50 miles an hour if I pull it.
All right.
Ready?
So from 50.
This is what this car does that no other electric car I've been in do, is it can feel extremely comfortable at high speeds. This is the harshest ride as well. This is the Sport Plus mode, lowest it can go. In the normal mode, it's bouncier, so you feel the road in this, but it just feels like so slow. This feels like going so slow. 60 miles an hour feels so slow in this car.
It actually really does.
And 100 miles an hour feels a lot more appropriate most of the time.
Yeah, the speed really does. It is crazy because we're only going 60 and it does not feel like it.
No, it doesn't. I think Linus from Linus Tech Tips put it perfectly. It's like going like 70 on the interstate feels like 10 in a parking lot in other cars, and it does. And when you're behind the wheel, the car feels extremely confident around corners quickly. And just in general, just a really like on rails experience that you get with a Porsche. That's what you pay for when you buy it. Yeah. And that's the main difference from Model S Plaid or any Tesla in a Porsche. Someone that's in the market for them. Handling, competence at high speeds. The Plaid was really good. It didn't feel nearly as manageable as this at above 100 miles an hour, 120
Yeah, it's not as refined as this.
Yeah, this car is made to go 100 plus miles an hour. Like it